County. My name is Brandy Butcher, and I will be doing Component 2 Heritage Assessment for SimPath 437. With this task, I will discuss the Heritage Assessment, the genogram, conclude any health risk based upon my findings, and then propose health promotion, teaching, and opportunities. So we were tasked to find someone over the age of 45 and do a heritage assessment with them. This is the heritage assessment, and I filled it all out. So I picked a friend of mine with the initials of CC. He's 58 years old, and he doesn't know much about his grandparents. So my genogram starts with his mom and dad, and then it also talks about his wife and his wife's mom and dad, and then their kids. So with the heritage assessment, it asks where they were born. He was born in West Virginia, and his parents were, mother was Tennessee and father was Ohio. And he has one brother and two sisters. They grew up in a rural neighborhood in Parkerville, Ohio. They were all from the United States. They were all born here. They grew up in a household with his mother, father, and his siblings. He maintains contact with his aunts and aunts, brothers and sisters. Parents are deceased, but prior to them passing away, he maintained contact with them, and he sees his own children. Most of the family live near where he's at. They live all within an hour of each other. Some have moved away, but they've more recently came back. He usually sees them sometimes more frequently, but definitely once a year. As far as his original name, it was not changed. The religious preference that they used was Christianity. His spouse is of the same religion. They are of the same ethnic background. They both went to public school. Their neighbors are of the same ethnic background. They do not belong to any religious institution. They are not against it. Their kids went to Sunday school when they were little, and they, fostered them to have a good relationship with Christ, and however they wanted to go about. If they wanted to go to church, they went to church. They don't prepare any certain ethnic foods. They don't participate in ethnic activities. They have friends that are the same religious background. They speak English language. They don't speak any other language, and that's their preferred, obviously. And then I did a genogram. So the genogram starts with his mother and father, and then I also did his wife's mother and father. So his mom died at 68. She had anxiety and depression and committed suicide. His father died at 72. He had diabetes, hypertension, and COPD. He did not like to go to the hospital very much. So when he actually went, he was too unstable to be able to manage his care. He himself has COPDs and migraines. They call them cluster migraines. Wears oxygen at times to help with the migraines and takes medicines for them. His brother has COPD and hypertension. He's 59. His sister is 50. She's got hypertension. And his other sister is 54, and she only has thyroid problems. Of all of the brothers and sisters, they're all still alive. His wife is 51, and she is obese and has hypertension. Her mom and dad's. Her mother is 82 and has hypertension and is deaf. Did not start out that way. Has just progressed over time to where she can't hear. Her dad was 76. He is no longer living. He had diabetes and he ended up with Agent Orange from being in the Army. And then from there, both of them, him and his wife, have 3 daughters. One daughter is 35 and healthy. The other daughter is 29. Has a history of drug abuse and is a smoker. And the other daughter is 36. She also has a history of drug abuse, bipolar, and she is also a smoker. Things that I found that were common, I thought, throughout the genogram was mental illness. I think that anxiety, depression, bipolar, and the drug abuse all stems from some sort of underlying mental illness. And then the COPD, there are several, like his dad, him, and his brother all have COPD, as well as he has 2 daughters that are smokers, which, according to up-to-date, smoking is the most common cause of COPD. So if they aren't able to, quit smoking, then they could end up with it as well. And hypertension, it seems to be pretty common throughout their genogram. So, with that being said, some proposed health promotion teachings I would say would be, I know that it's kind of frowned upon when people discuss mental health, but it is a part of life, and it shouldn't be something taboo. I think that your mental health is just as important as your physical health or any other health objective. So I think that you should prioritize that and do, more of what makes you happy. And that may include doing counseling just to be able to discuss any fears or problems and try to get some perspective from an outside source. Hypertension tends to be caused by obesity or just unhealthy eating habits, or sometimes you don't even know why it's caused. But there are a few things that, if you know the reason that you're eating unhealthy, it's definitely diet, exercise, things that you can change and can work on. Even if you start small, just a daily walk for 30 minutes a day, or try to hit 10,000 steps a day. Do things that kind of make it seem easier for you to obtain. And then once you get going, you can obviously increase the longer your walks, or you can add more things to it. Some people like to go for a bike ride, some people like to go hiking, some people like to lift weights. You can add all that to it. And then if you're eating whole, healthy foods to fuel your body, you're going to feel a lot better, and then you're going to start to lose weight, and you're going to start to just feel better overall, and it may help decrease your hypertension, get you off meds, or get you to the point where you don't even need to start meds. And then the last one is COPD. I think with COPD, a lot of these have a history of smoking, and so if you could get them to quit smoking, that would help tremendously. It'd help maybe prevent them from getting COPD. I know that it's often said that if you quit smoking, that regardless of how advanced your disease is, it can help stop the progression or slow the progression of COPD, no matter how long you've had it. So quitting smoking can obviously be hard. You may need to be put on medicine or patches or gum, or find just someone to talk to, and they can help you to get off of the cigarettes, and it'll be better overall. So that is my heritage assessment for SIM 437. Thank you so much.